What's going on, guys? This is Ed Reviews here for a solo initial reactions audio editorial, we'll call this, on Toy Story 4. I'm by myself on this one. Junior consultant Mike did not come with me to see this, but I did want to get my thoughts across. But we're a little bit backed up right now as to editing, so I'm not going to do a full video review. I'm just going to do this audio piece and talk a little bit about what I thought about Toy Story 4. So, in short, I think it's really great. I honestly think it's heartfelt, it's funny, it's sweet, it's gorgeous to look at. The animation, before I go into anything else, the animation is just insane. It's just so visually pretty to look at. That was my first initial thought as I was watching it. And it just sounds really good. I don't know what it was about it, but the sound effects just were really good. It just was a visually and audibly pleasing experience. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but that was my first reaction. And going into this, I did have some concerns. And I think it's the concerns that anybody who is familiar with the Toy Story franchise would have. And that was, wait, why do we even need this sequel? Because if you're familiar with the original 3 Toy Story movies, and especially Toy Story 3, the ending is damn near perfect. It wraps everything up perfectly. The toys get a new owner, the new kid, and everybody lives happily ever after. But the folks at Disney thought, nah, let's ask Pixar to do another one. And to the credit, the folks at Pixar didn't just retread an old story, didn't just say, you know what, we're going to do the plot of the second movie again, or something like that. They told a continuation that did feel, well, not needed. It definitely felt like it was worth watching if you like these characters, which of course I do. I loved the original Toy Stories growing up, and this was great. I'm trying to think of specific. One thing I'm sorry, this is going to be kind of rambly, but it's kind of an initial thought, so it's expected to kind of be rambly. First off, I really liked the quote-unquote villain of this one. The creepy doll in the trailers, Gaby. Just spoilers, by the way, right now, just for some of it. If you haven't seen it, I want to just talk about specifically the villain. So 3, 2, 1, spoilers. At the end of the movie, they don't go the route that the other movies have of just kind of like punishing her or whatever because she was mean. She's this old doll from the 50s that was defective and nobody played with her. And she just wants to have a kid to be played with, just like any other toy does. And she wants to make kids happy. And they're building her up to kind of get her comeuppance. She gets turned down by the kid she thought that would love her. And then this is towards the climax, but right after she gets turned down, Woody's like, no, come with us. We'll help you find a new kid. And there's this great emotional scene towards the end where she finds a kid and she gets what she wants. And it's just nice and warm and heartfelt. And I was tearing up a little bit, not going to lie. And yeah, it definitely feels, while it didn't feel needed per se, you could tell that the people who worked on this, John Lasseter obviously wrote it and directed. I think he directed. Don't quote me on that. But you could tell that John Lasseter and everybody who came back, all the original voices are back. Tom Hanks. Why can't I think of his name? Tim Allen. Oh my God, Tim Allen. Everybody is back from the originals. And you could tell that they weren't just going to be lazy with this. That is the key. One of the things about the Disney remakes or the sequels that's been really driving me nuts, especially if you saw my review of Mary Poppins Returns, you know that I hate it when they clearly don't care about what the source material was or is. Poppins Returns, you know I hate it because it just destroys what that movie is about. This stays true to the original 3 Toy Stories. It understands what makes those movies great and continues to do it. And that is the reason I like it so much. This could have easily been lazy and stupid, but Pixar and the people at Disney, even though it was obviously a sequel, it was obviously doing sequel things, Pixar and Disney said, no, this is still important. We still have to tell a story that means something. And that's what I loved about it. If I were reviewing this, it would probably be a 4.5 out of 5. And the only reason that the 0.5% I took a half star off is because I definitely stand by the fact that as good as it is, we didn't need this, but for what it is, it's great. I would definitely recommend this. Go check it out. And I think that's going to do it on this initial reactions for Toy Story 4. Stay tuned. We have another video planned as soon as producer Amanda finishes editing it. I think I might try to stick with this audio idea for a little bit. Amanda has an internship, and I still don't know how to edit as well as she does. So we're going to try and make a game plan as to how we can keep doing video reviews. They may take a little bit longer production-wise, but I kind of like this audio idea just to get my thoughts across. And if you've gotten this far, leave a comment if you like this or not. And I will see you guys real soon. Thanks for listening.